Hi guys, welcome back to another sculpting vlog of Monkey Island. Today we're going to do Otis. If you guys remember Otis, he was in Secret of Monkey Island and Escape of Monkey Island. Yeah, he's an interesting crew member of the Secret of Monkey Island. God, I can't speak tonight. Yeah, my tongue is a bit tired. Before I go any further guys, hit subscribe and hit like. Pass it around, make a comment, pass it to friends, and so forth. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, so about why it took me long to make a video, I was really busy. I was doing a commission for a client. I'd also do freelance as well, so this is why it took me a while to make a video. So let's see. I'm used to modeling from this. Some people model from one side of the face, others. I'm just used to front, and this is my side. Some people will model from this side, but I'm always this side. Yeah, it's like a left hand, right hand type of thing. So let's see now. I'm gonna try some. Oh, I know. This should be in the center, right? Let's see if I can get something similar to that. God, my eyes. Just if I can get it close like that. Close like that, like that. Okay. Okay, that's a bit too far. Actually, it's not really good when it's, you know, too far. Yeah, I had to do a commission for a client. Like I do a bit of freelance. I do sometimes 3D animation. Well, to be specific, I do motion capture. If you ever heard of neurons, these are gears you put on. There's no cameras involved. Technically, it's just like these little chips that you put on, and you can bring a character to life, you know. Let's make that nose bigger. Not too big. It's gonna feel weird after doing this. Okay. He doesn't have a big nose. Let's make this head a bit. He doesn't really have a huge head. Well, I've been busy. Hope you all doing well out there. Depends what world you're in. Let's do a bit of his nose. He has a really long nose, so I have to pull things out. I've kind of realized today is Father's Day, at least in Europe. Oh, what happened there? Actually, you know what? I'm not ready for that yet. So, or am I? Yeah, you just have to play around a bit. Oh. I think Father's Day is different from different countries. Like I think in Europe, I don't know about Spain now, but back in Ireland, it's Father's Day, and sometimes the days shift. It's one of those days you have to. I'm not really good, and this is why I sometimes don't celebrate Easter. Again, it's with all those. There's no dates. So let's make a bit of his nose there, looking better. There we go. Nice. I'll just flatten this out. Right, now what can I do to make the neck? I think I'm confident enough just to give him a neck. Grab. Like that. Normally I do it separately, but of course I always did say keep it separate so you have full control. But I'm confident enough to, you know, just do it that way. There's no real right way, to be honest. That's entirely up to you, you know. It's like looking at real clay, you know. When you actually model, say, characters or whatnot. What am I doing? What am I doing? Actually, I shouldn't be modeling the head yet. Okay, let's move down to the body. This is supposed to be blocking off. I know, it's been a while. What can I say? It's been a while. Grab this. Is that real squarish type of body? Oh, that's too much now. Let's block it off. Or, see, I don't have a real side view. You want to make sure he has a, see, you don't want to make it look like he has a hump. To go easy with that. There we go. It's not a really good reference, is it? Well, I couldn't find a front view, so I just took a screenshot from the game. And I only just found that. So, let's see now. Add another sphere. No, I want it all in one. Actually, it's kind of a good call. Like, how would you... I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Like, how to have it just mirror. At the moment, I just delete it and just add new. That's the way I do it. At least for this, for now, until I figure... You always find better methods when it comes to... in any software in general. And I also just discovered lately, I don't know if came across ZBrush Mini Core, which I heard it's free and it's similar to Sculptris. I think for people who want to start off with ZBrush, I think that's a good software to start off. If some people prefer to use ZBrush, which is understandable, like it is a powerful software. And I totally believe that. Yeah, Like, even though I did mention the UI is freaking terrible. Hell, I remember looking at a YouTube video about that, and they said exactly the same thing, and I just said, thank you. I just wish ZBrush just improved their UI. You know, just make it simple for the, like, file and save should be at this corner, not all the way here and here. I'm like, come on, guys. That's just me. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can model these in one go. Just flatten that area. Just keep working at it. Well, just blocking at this point. Block, block, block. You want it nice and going out like that, you know. They look like flares. You know what they were in the 70s, right? Bell bombs. Although, I used to wear baggy pants that were similar to flares. Yeah. It's more like a skater deal. Okay, so let's bring this in. Okay, so I might just move his legs up a bit more. Okay. And again, I'm going to make this one single video. You know, I kind of realize it may look like I have 38 episodes, but it turns out all those should be called parts instead of episodes. I kind of realized that now. I'm like, oh, okay. You learn as you go. Oops. Okay, let's put this here. Ugh, my fingers are slipping. Just move these here. Here we go. Let's bring this up. I'll try and move these up a bit. Grab this here. And then we'll do the shoes. Well, probably what I'll do is, once I block it off, I'm just going to take a break and then do another recording. And put all these recordings together. Instead of doing, saying, oh, this is part 1 or episode, you know. Sometimes you do need to take a break from, you know. My room is scorching. For all the non-English speakers out there, scorching means hot. Whoop. Whoop. Flatten those feet. Let's scale these. Okay, so let's move these out. You guys won't probably know a difference, but actually, you know what? I'm going to create an arm. I'll create the arms and I'm going to take a little break. Then again, there's no point in saying that. You're not going to see the difference. Oh well. See. Should I do his arms like that? Why not? It's not like normally you do a T-pose, but this is only going to be a sculpt. Sculpt, sculpt, sculpt. Sculpt, sculpt, sculpt. Not bad. Not bad, eh? Let's turn this on. Actually, that came out good than I thought. I could just actually sculpt him just like this, if I could. Okay. How many times? How long? Yeah, I could keep pushing through. Okay, so it's always good to take a little break. So I kind of blocked them off a bit. Let's see now. Okay, you guys are not going to know any difference, but I'll be back in 20 minutes. Take a break, guys. Take a coffee or something. Hope you guys enjoy that little break. It's just no harm just to pause the video or continue on. That's what's great about videos. You can always pause the class or, you know, and just take a break. Because, you know, facing up to the monitor and concentrating can really hurt your eyes. Yeah, my speech is getting worse. Alright, so let's work on the nose. Actually, not the nose, the face. Work on the face. Let's see now, let's add some eyes. There you go. Scale. Bring these guys in. Say more to up there. Whoop. Don't lose it. It's very hard to get the 3D model. Actually, what is an alternative? I'll look that up later. Imagine losing the ball in the head. I believe you have to hide the head. I have to remember how to do that again. Well, I know how to hide, like isolate it, but the opposite way. If you guys know a trick, feel free to comment in the bottom of the video. Sometimes that can be a pain. Okay, so let's drag these out here. It's that kind of real, I don't know, puppy eyes type of thing. Whoop. Oops. We'll flatten this out. Yeah, that's not bad actually. That looks great. Let's grab it up a bit. Figured a nice, sweet technique there. Ugh. Here I'll have to do this. Just hide the. Oh, come on. I have no idea what's causing that. Even if I try to draw over it, I don't think it's actually. For crying out loud. If anyone knows a fix of that, please write in the description or the comments. It'd be great. That's really annoying. Because when you hide something, it doesn't interfere, you know? Yeah, I'm losing that eyebrow now. Great. Here, I could just do this. Actually, you know what? That's going to be a separate model anyway, so what am I worried about? Nothing. Here we go. This one. Yeah, it's kind of a habit I have. I keep tending to switch to different tool I'm not going to use. It's just muscle memory, you know. Let's clean this up. Let's bring this out here. Put this here. So you get rid of some of these because you don't need them. No, it's not too bad. And then you just Make his face more relaxed, you know? Can't really see Otis's mouth, so I have to improvise a bit. So this is, you know, when I kind of think about these characters, technically they're kind of my own because they're not 100% accurate. You know. Like if I don't know, I just make it up as I go along. He's a victim of society. I don't know what accent he speaks. He has like a, I think maybe a French or a German accent. Maybe French or something. Okay, let's move this here. Let's put this here, this there. Okay, so okay, so it has his ears is sticking out a bit more, so we can actually let's try and drag these out a bit more. No, they're too big. I made his ears too big, actually. Hold on a second. Let's bring these in a bit. Around like that. Make these here. I like to work on the one side. It's this weird shape head, actually. You want to make sure his head is... Whoa, what happened there? Wrong tool, that's why. Here, I'm just gonna bring this in a bit more. Yeah, you kind of can see he doesn't really have a big head. No. I'm wrecking it up. Actually, you know what? It's the neck I need to move. Here. There you go. I'm a victim of society. Who isn't? That's his catchphrase, if anyone knows that. I'm a victim to society. I don't know. He in the game, he goes to prison for picking up a flower. How can you go to prison for picking up a flower? What a mystery. His nose is a bit too thick. I think think is the word. Let's level it off there. I'm gonna give it a nice, no, that's too strong. Sometimes that could work. Modeling hats is my favorite anyway. Okay, so we'll just can't make out his eyes there, so just do that. Actually, I accidentally gave meat hook dimples. I think they're called dimples, or eyelids, or whatnot. So I was meant to give them. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's give them hair. Scale it up. Go from here. He has an interesting shape when it comes to hair. Actually, I need to scale that down, maybe. Okay, so I'll just scale it down a bit. It's not going to look like him yet. Although it's hard to make out his hair there. He has a bit of a kind of receding hairline. Not a serious one, like, you know. Let's grab these. Actually, there is a better way of doing that. I'll come back to that later. He has a kind of pointy, even though it's a 3D model, well, this is 2D. You're trying to get that kind of to get more details, you probably want to just do something like this. You can go inwards, or, oh, that's too much. I'm always wondering, am I making this too strong? You can always, yep. Yeah, something like that. I'm going to try a trick. Let's see if this works. No, actually, wait. What's the best way of doing this? Select here. Okay. No, what am I looking for? Exacto. It's probably not going to work, but let's see. Let's try it out. It's just to get that nice pointy sharpness to it. No. Make it strong. Okay, for the fun of it, let's see if this works. Actually, you might as well do it this way. And you just grab. No, hold on. Maybe just. Yeah, it's probably not going to work right. And again, you have this other problem. Just about. It's definitely a tot. You try different things, you know. That's not too bad. All right, we're not working on details yet, so let's work on the body for now. All right, so you get this draw. We'll create these kind of shoulders, creases or something. Jeez. Maybe not. Hold on a second. Let's see now. We have to do wrong tool. Hold the Alt and just drag that in. Whoops. Oh man, I wish that stopped happening. That is so annoying. You know? Let's try it again. Oh, come on. I think it's because it's overlapping. That's possibly the only explanation. Because the computer can't tell which is, you know. What's the best alternative? Well, you're going to have to be bold here. Just keep going in like this. Well, not too strong. And you just grab and see if you can grab a piece here and just try and drag it out. Like so. It's not perfect, but and this is going great. This is actually going right down from here, and you could just try and drag that down as well, and boom. It sucks when that happens. So you just And this is why I love keeping things separate. You have to try and move this. It's not an easy thing, to be honest. It's supposed to be here. And when you try to, it just messes it up. Yeah, you know what, guys? I think I'll keep these separate from now on. This makes the job easier. Don't know if I'm doing this right. I think I'm out of practice, to be honest. Okay, so that doesn't look good. It's a lot of work. Okay, so what part can we do? What are we for time? We're good. We're good, so that's strange. That shouldn't affect it, to be honest. Okay, so that's fine. Here, just grab this up here. Oops. I think you guys probably noticed I always jump to each part. I can't say if there's something wrong with it, but it's always best to focus on one part at a time, you know. I tend to just kind of go everywhere, but something I might have to fix on myself. Oh, for God's sake. I want to try and make this as... Get rid of that roundish shape. God. Ugh. It's very hard to keep. It's very hard to get that, you know. And he has a belt there as well. Okay, let's create one for him. Or we could just do something like this. Hold on a second. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. Okay. Put in his groin. Let's do this little trick. Scale this down a bit. I just kind of feel it's pointless having another model if it's not going to have much detail, so just make it part of the pants, you know. That's another tool. You know, in Photoshop you have that nice straight tool. I wish there was something like that in Sculptris. That'll be useful. I know there's only some things you can do in Sculptris, which is totally understandable. Like, you can't do everything in Sculptris. Let you keep this on for a bit. I just want to flatten this out a bit. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can let's cut this in so you can actually see it better. Right on the surface. So there's another ZBrush tool called Mini Core, and it's actually free. Might be worth looking at. Although there's a lot of sculpting, you can even sculpt in Blender, and that's another thought as well. It's always good to experiment with these softwares and see what works for you, you know? Because some people have different preference of softwares. She just there we go. That's more like a shirt now. Sure, this is not going to be the nice looking shirt, but you can always improve it. Okay, let's do the draw tool. Make it a bit more shirt thing. Also, just a thought, it's always good to have reference for shirts as well, because sometimes the more reference, the better, you know. So, okay, so let's make these out. Okay. You want to create a. You want to try and create something there just to create that kind of. Try this nice little technique and make it a bit bigger. maybe the grab tool. Then you do something like this. Just put the pinch. And you just put the little, like you kind of don't really need these. Like who's going to look up your sleeve anyway? Actually, that's really not too bad, you know. Again, when you spend time on these things, they can look right. You just have to play it around a bit, you know. Actually, this shirt can move up a bit. Just move this up a bit, although it means moving up the pants as well. Alright, yeah, that's what I thought. Oop. Here we go. Look at the size of those legs. Scaled them up. This one. No, not that way. Oh no. Turn this on. No. I want it to be a brush. I want the brush. Oh, now that's what I'm looking for. And grab it down and drag it down. Yeah, these will need to be scaled as well. Or I could just there we go. Alrighty, that's not too bad. Always remember to save, boys and girls. Always remember to save. You can also hit Control Shift and S. Normally I know it's Control S and Shift, but normally for Sculptris it's Control Shift and S, and that's how you save a file. And of course you have to overwrite the same file. It doesn't have that kind of normal Control Save directly onto the file. Alright, so again, coffee break, take lunch, breathe, get a bit of fresh air, and we'll continue this later on. Okay, moving on. Okay, so let's work on his feet and hands. So, okay, let's do this now. It's always good to take breaks when you're sculpting. Well, you're in front of the screen. It's hard to be stuck in front of a computer. It's a bit like that, and okay, let's create little pinkies, well, fingers. Oh man. Why? Well, what we could do is do it the other way. Fingers are the worst. I'm going to turn these around now. Oops. What? Oh, you have to make sure. Great, made up. Messed the angles. Good. Be careful when you do that, guys. Make sure this is selected if you're rotating anything. There we go. Okay, let's bit of C. Grab this. Come on. Actually, you know what? And I did say that I have to try and remember to make that episode. Model hands, how to model hands. Keep forgetting. So you don't have, once you model hands, you don't have to go through all that BS of, you know, you could just import it in. That's what I'm going to be, in a few episodes I'll be doing that. I won't be modeling hands, I'll just import I'll be doing that soon, sometime in the future. Because modeling hands can be painful. It's handy if you're doing something quick in production or something, like, say, you're in a hurry to get something done and you don't want to go through all that. And you can do that for clothes, shoes, and say you have already stuff modeled. You don't have to go through all that. All those crazy. Okay. Okay. I won't be going close up to his hands anyway. Ooh, grab. Gee, the hand doesn't look too bad. Yeah. Yeah, I can live with that. Maybe add a little wrist. Too big. Great. What's a quick fix to this? What if I just rotate it? Yeah. Not too bad. You can always go in and just... There you go. Put that there and... Now, his feet. Actually, just because they look so odd, I think I just bring this up a bit, create a little bit of a okay. Let's do this. Whoop. Very bad habit I have. Because hiding tool should be the same key. I don't know why they changed it. Shift H should is hide, then unhide is Control H. I'm kind of wish they kept it as the same key. You know, I never understand why they keep. Should always be the same key. If this is hide, it should be just like an on and off switch, you know. I don't know what is causing that. I just wish there was a way to fix that. Again, if you guys can be helpful, if you know what causes this, sure give us a shout. Much appreciated. It's freaking horrible. I don't know what causes that. It's nothing but the shoes, buddy. It's nothing. If you spend ages on this, you'll be flying with colors. Give it a nice. Oh, what happened there? I'll flatten this from part. Give it a real solid surface, you know. It's really hard to do in Sculptris. Oop. And we create the feet. Create a little bit of a foot in there. See, I'm gonna. Hit W. Yeah, it's not too bad. All right, let's bring the chest out a bit. I'm a victim of society. A little humor. Sorry, I know, a little quiet. It's hard to do two things at the same time, talk and sculpt, when you're really, at this point, you'd be really concentrating on adding detail. He has those real pointy ears, actually, like Spock. I'll try and do the same. Not too much, but I think you guys get the drift. Alright, so let's give him that ponytail. See if I'll... Actually, I'm going to make this a separate object. This, you know... Yeah, separate object. Add sphere, add object, boom, there's the ponytail. So this is shaped like... it's an interesting shape. It's not like a natural ponytail. Looks like it got cut. Okay, so let's flatten this out a bit. Give it a nice I might put the tail a bit more from here. Give him a beard and mustache. Two options. You could draw it in or sculpt it. You get another sphere and add it in. New sphere. New sphere. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Let's do the grab tool and just drag it up. Ah, great. Hate when that happens. Make this nice and sharp. This is jaw. I'm gonna lower this a bit. Abraham Lincoln action. Oops. Just gonna have to grab this out. It's sometimes it's unpredictable. It doesn't really there we go. Come on. Oh, for God's sake, I'm not selecting the head. There. It's not, it's very sensitive. It keeps selecting the background. Forget there's a model in front of it, you know. Just gonna hide this for a bit. Okay, this, because it's a 3D model, might as well give them a bit of a caricature. Well, I mean, not caricature. Characterize the beard a bit. Move that up a bit more. bit of a, you know, sorry guys, I know I'm a bit quiet, although sometimes you have to relax a bit more. If you don't have anything to say, don't say anything at all, you know? True. Well, I know that's not the saying. Let's give him eyebrows. Sometimes the eyebrows helps a lot. And then you grab this part. Give a bit of a make those eyebrows a bit stronger. I just had a little freak out there. I thought, oh, am I recording? Am I not recording? I'm like, wow. What would happen if I did all this without recording? Well, you know what would happen? I would have to start all over again because you have to see it. That would really be kind of crappy, wouldn't it? Imagine you did all this, okay, and all of a sudden, oh, I forgot to hit the record button. Imagine that. That would be horrible. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. You have to give him a mustache. Mustache. There's a bit of Otis. Actually, I might scale it up a bit. Just bring it in a bit. Well, maybe not. Yeah, it's not too bad. We're not too far off, guys. Not too far off. Okay, have a quick save. Quick save. Alright guys, let's finish this up. Okay, so let's see what we could do here. Let's start from the top to the bottom, or bottom to the top. Yeah, okay, we'll start from the bottom maybe. Okay, so technically get the grab tool and let's put that in a bit more. Whoa, what's going on here? I'm just going to shift this over. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Put this here, and I'm going to just create new sphere. What could I do there? Actually, you know what I'll do? Create a sphere. Bring it over. Hate when that happens. And then put the scale on, turn off the axis. Like that, like that, like that. And hit F. Top. Oh, not like that. Oh, come on. I don't know if this is going to work. Try a different way. I'll try maybe just a grab. It will look bubbly at first. Use the flat tool. What you do is get this pinch tool at the corners, like so. Whoop. And you may be able to do something like this. There you go. Not kidding. But I think we can do some more like this. Okay, so let's scale this down like so. Bring it over here. Don't worry, it's not finished yet. Okay. Then dig a hole in here. Then you just like so. Yeah. What are you going to do with this part here? Yeah, I knew. If I'm going to work on a new series, some of these stuff are going to be done differently. So I know I mentioned this in the previous episodes, but sometimes I'll have to use a different software. You know, Although it might be worth checking out. I could use Blender. Okay. That's not too bad. Okay, let's make that scarf. I think there's a specific name for that. I'm just going to call it a scarf. That's all I know what it is. Okay, maybe that's scale her down. Don't know if this is a good idea. I'll just scale it down a bit. I know he has like two. I should have give him more of a, oh god, why it doesn't have to be too strong. Nope. Jeez, where's that coming from? I'll try this. That's a little bit better. I'm using the pinch tool, but let's flatten a bit. Instead of holding it down, just click, 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 and then bring this down to there. Just grab a bit more here. There we go. That's not too bad. Now, what else is there? Of course, there's, oh yeah, there's that little, just grab this up a bit. No, it's small. Look at that. Looks good. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm just going to push this in a bit more by just using this tool. There we go. just a bit. Nothing too extreme. You always have to keep it simple. I wonder if I can turn off that symmetry tool. Or do I have more to do? Probably a bit more to do. I'll add a bit of a... Oh god, I'm losing my English. I forgot what it's called now. Oh god. Hairband? Oh boy, what happened to me? Hair bob. I used to wear those when I was a teenager. Used to have really long hair. Round to my chest. Yeah, I just thought it was cool. Nothing more. Okay, so this is going to be the hair bob. No need to add details because you're not going to go up and stare at it all day. So let's put this over here. There we go. Actually, that's not too bad. Hey, actually, that's perfect. I know it's a bit skinny, but see, okay, I'll make it a tiny bit skinnier. And move the hair about there. That's really not bad at all. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's not too bad, eh? I'll add a piece of that fabric. Before I turn off the symmetry, see if I can scale these up a bit. Yeah. Yeah, they're too big. Yeah, perfect. Fine. That'll do. Let's make them more roundish a bit, which is kind of tricky. Okay, maybe not. Okay. There we go. What else is there? You know, in this picture, he looks freaked out. Should I give him? It's kind of, if you're actually modeling this, it's up to you if you want to give him eyelids. It's totally up to you. Also, maybe just for his ear. Yeah, you don't need this. Yeah, that's good enough. Hold on. Then flatten it. Totally up to you. Just a tiny bit. There we go. That's not too bad. Looks okay. Before I go any further, okay, so let's work on his body. I think his head is maybe too big, so you can always go back in and I'll leave the scarf. See how it goes. Global scale. Okay, try global scale. Yeah, that's not too bad. A tiny bit bigger, maybe. Whoops. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, pretty much. Oops. Oh boy. Oh boy. Scale this up. You know what I might do for G? I might just copy this and paste. Come on, come on, come on. Singular. Singular. Just there. Perfect. Just a little cheat. Not too bad. Although, when you look at that, he has that kind of... okay, see if I can create that. Let's see if I can actually create something like that. He has a bit of a... I know, I really don't know names for these things. Might as well call it this thing, the other thing, just a little bit of... There we go. That's actually, it's pretty cool. Of course, you can add some details, you know, and from the hair. Whoop. Let's use a bit of that, a little bit of character. Nice, 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 nice. And a bit of it's pretty okay, I guess. And again, you can always go further and make it better. Like, I think, how long would you spend on a model? The real question is, how long would you spend on a model? Like, the longer you spend, the better it becomes. You know, I kind of tend to only spend kind of in an hour on these models. I think I spent nearly an hour. No, that's not too bad. Okay, the last not least, let's turn this off. Actually, is there anything I can add? No, I'm pretty happy enough with that. I'll have a quick look at the face or the head. Just a quick look. You can get rid of some of these, just give a bit of... Oh well. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Qui-Gon Jinn. Young version of Qui-Gon Jinn. Now I see the Phantom Menace episode. Actually, there is one thing I will do. I will bring this down a bit. Oop, not that. I will bring this down a bit. Yeah, that's not too bad. All right. The force is strong with this one. I'll just flatten the beard a bit more. Oops. And just sharpen the edge a bit more. Right. One last thing. Let's do the part of the scarf. I'm gonna turn this off now, the symmetry. Yep, turn it off. Okay, so let's create it. Also important to save, ladies and gentlemen. It's important to save. Add a sphere. Add object. Use the scale tool. Just copy that. You have 2. All right, let's see. Bring these over. Actually scale them down, all of them, and drag it over. Whoop. Actually, I need to flatten these a bit more. And that's not too bad. You do there is just right underneath, and you cool. Yeah, pretty much. Not too bad, not too shabby. Let's see now. Hurry for time. Although I have forgotten a few things, but I'm not going to worry about them too much. Let's see, I could... You know what? I think that's it, to be honest. I think he looks good enough. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Okay, I could have posed them there like that. That doesn't matter. Again, I'm not going to worry about it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for next episode. Hopefully I keep things on track. There is a few characters I need to finish up. I have actually, believe it or not, have 2 more to finish, and this will end the series, so stay tuned. Also remember, hit subscribe, hit like, share, comment, and it would much be appreciated. So take care, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.